many dudes. Just gonna be doing some tier 3 runs. I haven't really decided if I'm gonna like try hard this stream or like just goof around, try out some of my lesser used dudes. We'll see. I do know I probably won't be going cave dude with medical license, because to me that's just boring. I've done it like a dozen times on stream already. Ranger dude, Spartan dude, hacker dude. Hacker dude, I don't rate hacker dude too highly. I think he's like decent. You give him a shot, see if he's better than I think. I do know he kind of goes nuts with his one relic, if you get crit chance. Give him a shot, I think. Not the best baseline. 10% deflection, 10% crit's okay, but otherwise he's kind of just like a regular dude. Okay. Here's the trinket relic I was talking about. Not trinket. This is not going to be amazing for a while, but is it good enough just to grab for future? Because the other two the relics are very good. We gotta go with the half full glass. I'll be very excited if this doesn't show up back again in the future, but half full glass is just very good throughout the whole run, pretty much. So, right, like a healed 18 there, which is pretty good. Finance dude, cave dude, witch dude. Could go cave dude. Could go finance dude. I've been having a lot of people tell me I'm kind of like sleeping on the witch a little bit. Right, people are saying witch is pretty good. Could give it a try, but I really like finance dude. Also, grabbing finance dude this early opens up like a zombie pick for sure. They're just kind of obnoxious in combo. Alright, we definitely need a healer soon. Life insurance and line of credit. Could grab the life insurance right now. Line of credit's not going to do much for a while, I think, so. Ooh, NFT as well? That's very good to get early. That probably doesn't even save him, does it? Maybe? Alright, nice. The health potion actually got us to save from using a dude juice, so that's good. Part of the problem with not taking a healer in the first like dude or two is you're just gonna start losing dudes, fortunately. Even with the half full glass carrying a little bit, just not enough. Chef dude? Chef dude is the best healer in the game in my opinion. So I guess we'll grab him. Hey Smurf, what's up? Dang, we're still losing dudes even with the chef. Not too surprising. Ravens are a little tough, but we'll revive. Shouldn't lose anybody against toddlers, I hope. Have you, Smurf, have you played any, How Many Dudes off stream? I don't think I've seen you stream it since I tuned in. But maybe you're playing off stream, I don't know. Oh, you have? Okay. Are you enjoying it? Have you, gotten to any higher tiers or anything? Let's see, Fork Bomb. Fork Bomb's fine, right? 30% attack power is pretty good. Second part's not too bad either. Sure. see, Ninja Dude, Necro Dude, Cave Dude. Would kind of prefer like some type of support, maybe someone to help out our chef in healing. Thinking like Paladin, Dentist, something like that. But maybe Necro Dude's good enough. Necro Dude, he kind of takes aggro from people because the Skeleton dudes just randomly take damage. And they can get like taunt in the build. Made it to 120 last night, still on tier 1. I had the full game now, so I'm learning more. Oh, okay. 120's not bad. Still on tier 1, that's fine, right? I mean, if it takes a while to like gold star all the dudes, so. How many dudes have you gold starred so far? On tier 1. Cave dudes, ninja dudes, necro. Yeah, I think I'll just go with necro dudes. I do provide a little bit of healing with their 1 relic as well. Head helmet, nuclear codes. Both of these are like okay, but they're just not that great right now, so I think I'll restock. Script kitty. Safety glasses is just very good overall. Deflection and attack speed. Almost all, nice. Yeah. Wondering which ones you're missing. Took me a while to gold star everyone on tier 3 because I feel like they're just like once you get to like tier 3, there are several dudes that are just so bad that it's terrible. Yeah, I'd be curious to hear which ones you're missing on tier 1 because I'm wondering if it's just like luck of the draw or like there's a few that are pretty tough. I think it's pretty much like not universally, but like pretty agreed upon that I think Medic is the worst healer right now. Flaming Skull, Rush Order. Flaming Skull is a lot of damage. Rush Order is like very good. I mean, our chef is our only person healing, so more burgers is pretty good. We gotta go for that. Or finance dudes. I feel like, in my experience at least, you want to stack up finance dudes a lot early. Especially if you find like NFT life insurance early like we did. It should just make you a lot of money by the end of their run. And just having a bunch of extra relics turns out helps you out a bit. Let's see. Necro dude, sure. Ooh, Flaming Skull's back. The other two are like solid relics. I can just go with the Flaming Skull though. There's a lot of AoE damage on their skeletons now. Both of these are kind of meh. Restock. Frenzy Stone though. It's not amazing right now. And by not amazing, I mean pretty bad. Could also grab this alongside it. Yeah, I think we will. This isn't amazing either right now, hopefully. If it's amazing right now, that's not a good sign because it means we're getting knocked out, but... Yeah, like, it's like 2% attack speed right now. But this should be like a constant 30% attack speed, like late game, so... 30% attack speed's pretty good for a single relic, so... Felt like I had to invest in the future and grab that relic. Canada Gooses, dog-sized rats, huh? I should probably just crank it up to 1.5 speed unless there's like a reason to not do that. Finance dude, necro dude, more finance dudes here. Ooh, 3 consumables. Not bad. Consumables are less common to get for free on higher tiers. Right, it's somewhere in this list. Yeah. Random consumables are 50% less likely to drop at the end of rounds. So, our 5th dude Who are we looking for? Is there anyone, like, one dude we really like? I think with Necro Dude and the fact that we're lacking heals, I would love to see, like, a Franken Dude at this point. Other than that, we're, like, pretty covered on damage. Actually, now I think about it, we don't really have a tank. Yeah, we do not have a tank at all. We got, like, 3 utility DPS and a healer. Let's go for a tank, hopefully. No tanks in the first few rolls. Zombie? Zombie finance, dude? The dream? I think I keep the life insurance on the hacker for now. Either the hacker or the Necro Dude. Necro Dude, just because we only have 1 zombie. But the life insurance definitely will go on the zombie eventually. Zombie probably was the #1 person we could find. We need a tank. Combos really well with finance, dude. Pretty happy to see that. Necro Dudicon. It's like not helping too much for now, but I think it's the best of these 3 even in the short term. Okay, boss time. I didn't check who it was again. Bunch of bees, sure. Neither of these rocks are really helping out too much in this fight. Tax evasion. This is pretty helpful. Do we ever just go with the greedy line of grabbing a loyalty card though? Loyalty card equals cheaper restocks. Probably be restocking a bunch throughout the run. I think that's just too greedy of a line. I'd rather just go this. Got 2 stacks, it's like but grab a dude juice. We just like do that. Grab bottled lightning, nice. Probably just slow down here and then get ready to use a meteor. Like 90 there. 90 something up here. Yeah, I think that's about as good as we're gonna get. Also finance dude. Fine. I don't think we've gotten any NFTs so far. Positive or negative. It's not too surprising with only 5 finance dudes. Milkshake though. Activation is a great name for an invasion relic. Yeah. I try to avoid talking positively about tax evasion. But yeah. It's a great name for a relic. Probably just go milkshake, right? Medical license. Definitely doesn't go on Necro Dude, but it could go on Hacker Dude or Finance Dude, I think. Finance Dude, you pretty much need but the line of credit by the end of the run, otherwise this medical license can do next to nothing. Hacker Dude, he does get, I was gonna say like, I would like ghillie suit on him, but he kind of gets, can't be cleaved anyway, right? So, don't know if ghillie suit's grand, so maybe we should go medical license on the Hacker Dude. He should consistently be one of our best damage dealers. He doesn't want crit, but ghillie suit is, the main rock that gives crit, so let's just go medical license on him. He's fine. It's kind of weird, but we could even go like, if we see ghillie suit in the future, we could even like go ghillie suit on like a chef or finance dude maybe. Probably want to spam Hacker Dudes a little bit now that they have the medical license. Honey Badgers, Canada Gooses. Yeah, this has got to be worth the risk, right? Slow it down a little bit. Get ready to use a consumable if we need to. I think we'll be fine at this point. Might lose a few dudes, but that's fine. Okay, Focus Mitts, Butterfly Stinger, Championship Belt. 3 solid ones. Butterfly Stinger's probably the worst one. Focus Mitts and Championship Belt, though. There's not really a team I've ever had where I'm just not excited to take a Championship Belt, though. Whoever is your most prevalent dude, 30% attack firearm is pretty nice. Focus Mitts, the main argument for Focus Mitts is it's pretty good for our hacker dude. I think I just gotta go with the Championship Belt, though. See. Do want more zombies, but hacker dudes are pretty high priority. Yeah, I think I would have went medical license on the finance too, but I've definitely been burned before from like just not having enough money at the end of the run, and then relying on him healing when he's not doing that much damage. Not the best plan. Loyalty card this early. Passed up on it before, but I think we take it this time. The Bears are a little rough this early, but yeah, we're fine. Didn't really even consider what those were. Doesn't really matter. Plus milkshake and loaded dice. Loaded dice isn't too important for a while, I think. So, ooh, got the NFT activation. Another NFT activation, nice. Gooses, sure. I think I gotta go zombie here. We're just kind of lacking zombies right now. What the hit, like 5 Bs? Dang. I thought I was pretty safe going into that round with the lightning. Zombie life insurance is a combo, right? Yeah, I should probably move it at this point. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that for a second. Once you get innards 100%? Yeah, exactly. Once you get innards, once you get the, willing flesh. Tattered shoes, catering truck. I'd pick up both of these, honestly. But I'll probably move it anyway. I guess kind of iffy because Necro dude's probably our most common dudes dying, but also you just missed it or you just tuned in time, Casey. But just randomly got obliterated a little bit by some bees. I faced like 400 bees in the last round or something, and yeah, I did a lightning hit like a whole 5 of them. So we were just sitting there for a couple seconds losing a bunch of dudes. Couldn't really do anything about it. Okay, it's a busy work day. Yeah, no problem. Diversified portfolio, calcium pills, rotting steak. Calcium pills is very good. I think rotting steak's the worst of these three. I like making our necrodudes tankier, making the skeledudes a little tankier is cool as well. And the most important part probably is the heals. We go with this. More zombies, sure. Deflection healing received. Nobody's really doing deflection stuff. Cleave deflection, evasion block chance. Nobody really needs evasion on this team. Right, no one like benefits from evasion at least. Same with block chance. This is like 3 mediocre ones. Probably just go with this non for the cleave. On maybe chef. Just create more burgers. The deflection isn't too important, but the cleave is just like Good amount more burgers should be made. So I'm fine with that. Minus 100, dang. Dang, we're going lower than I'd really like at this point. It kind of makes sense because we have not the best chef relics. We lost our milkshake as well for now. So, oh yeah, stallion and mantis shrimps, sure. More finance dudes. Probably stop stacking finance dudes in a little bit. Okay, this is actually a tough choice because coupon is so good to get early. It's still relatively early, so but Mise is just like a make or break relic. Like this makes chefs so much better. Do I go with the greed line and just grab the coupon? Like this should be an extra few relics by the end of the run. Getting it this early. Which is it worth like trading this to get a few random relics? I think so. Minus 100, dang. More chefs, yeah. I know people have complained that, you just kind of go tempo in this game. Which I kind of agree with. You just, like, pick the stuff that's good in the long run, and it's just the late game that's challenging, usually. I can see the complaint being valid. Let's see, you got the bone axe, you got the shrunken head. This is very good. Do the bosses before we face them. Cassowaries, sure. How many? We gotten 2 positive NFTs and 3 negative, so pretty normal so far. Okay, the chefs gain the attack power from the championship belt is great, I think. Much prefer attack power on them than the finance dudes anyway. Ooh, diverse food portfolio is back on sale. Take that. Do we take a health potion? 3 should be good for now. Oh, restock into a health potion, sure. I don't think we restock at this point just to get activation stacks up. Right? I don't think we restock anymore. Move on. Use a health potion here if we need to. Honestly, this is... I didn't really want to save beforehand because it could be a jinx, I guess, but this is probably one of the easiest bosses in the game. 9 cassowaries, around 40. Ooh, explosive innards, interesting. How many teams do we have, families do we have right now, though? Right, we have this, he's action, undead, employed, so only 3 families. So this is like, maybe worse than it usually is for me. It's usually like 4 or 5 families. I think we just go with the explosive innards. Especially with the life insurance already. Like, zombies come back quick, so them dying isn't a big deal even without the willing flesh to combo with it. Taser, receipts, pet rock. Receipts on zombie with his 0% crit chance. Yeah, definitely rerolling that one. Ear gouges. could go like this on a Necro Dude perhaps, but he does get the Marrow Scoop, I believe it's called, that lets him resurrect from Skeledudes. I'm not sure how needed this is. And Finance Dude also gets Golden Parachute. Could like go on Chef, I suppose. Give him like a last line of defense if we run out of burgers. I don't know. None of these seem great though. Airhorn, Team Jersey, Inhaler. These are 3 solid ones, I think. Inhaler's maybe the worst one because Chef just doesn't have that much crit right now. I kind of like Team Jersey on Chef. I tend to spam like 25 to 35 chefs by the end of the run usually. In which case I've lost stacks with this Team Jersey. That's just like nice big burgers. And a little bit extra deflection. Doesn't hurt. Airhorn was definitely takeable there. Maybe I underrate Airhorn because I tend to only want to put on someone who has like a reason for the run speed, like in their build. But I guess it does just get like 50% attack power, which is good on basically everybody. Hunter off the NFTs, we got positive and negative there. Or positive for negative. So it's balancing out, I guess. More hacker dudes. We're really lacking hacker dude relics right now, which is probably why we're struggling. Throwing medical license on them and having like no relics for them. It's not great. Sewing kit, sensitivity training. 2 pretty good relics. Neither on sale. I think we can kind of pass on the sensitivity training. I think sewing kit's the better relic here. So this is like solid, but only 3 stacks essentially. Yeah, like 3 families. Ooh, pretty happy I rerolled. Nice. $50 for a pocket dice, sure. Nice, getting some life insurance money. I feel like the life insurance achievement was like the first rare achievement I got in this game, just naturally. Pretty sure I comboed the finance dudes and zombie dudes like one of my first few runs, so. Okay, no positive or negative NFT. Go hacker dude, go finance dude. We'll go finance dude for now. We have a lot of their relics. We have like none of the hacker relics right now. Let's see. Finance dude, necro dude. Go necro dude. Pretty well balanced right now. Not really. Yeah, we're kind of, where we like 10 to 12 of everybody right now. I tend to do that in my runs. I don't know. Could be a mistake, but. I didn't even really register what routes we're getting back. Bring Loose Tooth and Misei. Misei is amazing. Loose Tooth is pretty solid as well. Minus 100 and plus 24 from the life insurance. Okay, round 50 vault. This is like borderline, I think. It's definitely beneficial from here most of the time. It's just, is it worth investing like 600 in right now? Probably. right? There's what, 65 rounds left. So this activates roughly 9 or 10 times usually from here on out. That's like a good amount more money, and we got finance dudes, so we can even have more reason for money here. Okay, nice restock, get the bonfire pretty good. Lost like 4 zombies in half a second. Nice. NFT and life insurance, not bad. Should I grab Rage Bait? There's a bunch of Cleave enjoyers in the chat. I'm starting to be sold on Cleave, honestly. This Rage Bait's a weird one because you have to go below 30%. But that should happen somewhat often. And 100% Cleave is a lot, so I'll go for it. Blade Talisman's so good. But I don't know if we're getting like max stacks at this point. Probably not. In like most of these short fights, right? Blade Talisman like really shines in boss fights, I think. I mean, I haven't like probably haven't inspected dudes enough to know for sure. I just feel like you're probably not going past like 5 to 10 stacks in a lot of these fights. Shield Belt, Time Sink, Warp Deck. Warp Deck could open up like knockout synergies even more than we have right now with the Necro dude. Get like dog tags, get stuff like that. Because it technically knocks them out even though they return to the same health, right? So I think we just got to go with Shield Belt. Like we don't have the most amount of reason for deflection. This is just a lot of deflection, so. Nice, another NFT, not bad. More finance dudes. I think I just want to prioritize finance dudes to the point where they're like my second most common. And to keep Chef as the most common so he keeps the championship belt. Basically my game plan right now. And the way championship belt works as well is if they're tied in numbers, it goes from top to bottom in priority. Ion Storm RTO mandate. Ion Storm is like decent. I think we'll take it. Full price is kind of meh, but sure, get some super bald lightnings in here. Fairy Ring is another. I actually like this one more than Ion Storm for sure. I feel like Strange Spores are pretty useful if you take this. I'll take it. Do I take a Living Hand at full price? It's something, what, 7 Skeleton dude right now? We have a Necro dude, so Living Hand is, it's gotta be worth it, right? Because we have, like Skeleton synergies, like Frenzy Stone, for example. Right now we actually have a good amount of Frenzy Stone stacks to be in combat. Let's see. Nice. Got our relics back. Got 2 more. Catering truck's definitely nice to get back. Activation's still only at 2 stacks. I've definitely had runs because I feel like I restock a lot less than most people. I've had runs that like by the last shop or 2, I only have this up to like 5 or 10 stacks. And then I just like end up restocking a bunch. Just for the sake of getting this thing to max stacks. And a lot of positive NFTs going off. That's great. Panthers and Honey Badgers. Should have checked earlier. Not worried about this fight really at all. Especially with 4 Super Lightning, right? Just probably toss 1 to begin combat and we'll be completely fine. padded helmet, white hat. White hat is like okay. Right. The fact that it's only once per battle cooldown means it's not really going to stop you from losing battles that you're going to lose most of the time, right? So if it had like a 10-second cooldown, this would be pretty amazing. So like padded helmet or restock, I think. Maybe restock. Firewall. Okay, firewall's pretty important. Max HP, the crit damage, and they can't be cleaved. Three pretty good things for a hacker. Throw lightning out. Ooh, hit like half of them or so. Lightning was probably completely unnecessary, but I don't like to disrespect bosses and use like no consumables usually. Instant calendar, arsenal, knucklebones. I think knucklebones is slept on by, especially by new players. They just read it and they don't realize how helpful it is. The other two rogues are pretty solid as well. Instant counter is a weird one because it can be pretty amazing, and especially in the God Lord fight. But over relying on it could be a problem. I think I'll just go with the knucklebones here. Scrubs, weighted vest, bongos. Like bongos are okay on Finance Dude and Necro Dude, I guess. Knucklebones is really only needed later, once basically every enemy has cleave. Yeah, I agree with that for the most part. It is around 60, so we're starting to reach the end game, I think. Yeah, it is amazing later. Right, yeah, when everybody's cleaving, it just reduces damage so much. Because I don't think people spend the time to like look at the stats, but if you mouse over like damage taken, there's some rounds where like 90% damage taken on a lot of dudes is like cleave. So just randomly reducing the cleave damage to everybody, pretty helpful. Scrubs, I think we can go like Scrubs on Finance Dude. He has a good amount of deflection, 39%. Get it even higher, and then just like constantly give him attack power. Like, okay, his defenses will be solid, his attack will be solid. No Finance has one deflectability, but I don't remember. He does, we have it already. Financial calculator. But nothing like, nothing benefiting from deflect, I'm pretty sure, right? Yeah, I think Scrub's on Finance too. He was at 39%, I think. Let's see what he goes to, because it's diminishing returns. 51%. Nice. And so like half the hits he takes is going to activate this thing. Well, not half of them because it's a 20% chance afterwards, but this is going to have a pretty high uptime on him then. Right, like a tenth of the hits he's taking is going to activate this for 2 seconds. You can see it's triggering a lot. More life insurance. Ooh, 2 NFTs. Dang, our NFT luck is turned around a good bit. Was that 8 negatives, 12 positives? The negatives were slightly more than the positives, like early on. Nice, zombies revived. Actually, I'm curious if we don't lose any more zombies here. We lost more zombies, but I was kind of wondering if you go back to still having the zombies you lost afterwards, if they revive in combat. Because the way the underground match works is you're supposed to go back to the state you were in. So would I have been at 12 out of 12 zombies, or would I have gone back to 8? I think we were at 9. So I think you just go back to the state you were in. Makes sense. Lifesteal, deflection, evasion. 3 lame ones really. Probably just go lifesteal here. Lifesteal is just like a general decent stat, I think. And randomly getting cleave from it. We're not really going to get more lifesteal unless we see the undead relic. Was it the false fangs? But like fine. More hacker dudes, sure. We're still really lacking hacker dude relics, huh? We're still only at 2S7. Like everybody else, we have 4 or 5 relics. Dang. Hacker dudes are supposed to be like our carry too, with the medical license. I really want to stack them up. $700 ducks, sure. Yeah, I'm not sure. I would not be surprised if they nerf explosive innards. Yeah, 87% of his damage. It's just crazy because it's I think it's one of, if not the only, like AoE effect that isn't split evenly. Right, if you read it, it just says 200% deals damage to surrounding enemies equal to 200% of his max HP. Every other one that says something like that, it says like split evenly among them. And I think explosive innards is the only one that doesn't say that. So it just does like an obnoxious amount of damage in mobs. RTO mandate nuclear codes. Nuclear codes maybe, and like restock. We'll take this on sale. They need a nerf medical license. They do. I was in a stream. I mentioned it last stream. I was in a stream that the guys, a developer in the team, said medical license is not working as intended, and they plan on fixing it. I don't think it's actually would be bad the way it is right now. I think it's just something's broken about the coding. It's healing more than it's supposed to. Pretty sure. Because if you just look after a round, the healing will be similar to the amount of damage, and if you look at the relic or the trinket, like it should be like 15% of their damage. When it ends up being like pretty equal actually. Right? Like we could look after this round. 11,000 damage, but 4,000 healing for the medical license. So 11,000 damage, if you read this, should equate to roughly like 1,100 healing. Like 1,500. Yeah, like 1,500 healing. And yeah, it's at 4,000 healing. So why? And it doesn't. I don't think these stats include overhealing either. So it probably did more than 4,000 healing. It just, yeah, it's like obnoxiously strong right now. Like I think it's fine conceptually. Just turn like a DPS into like an off healer kind of thing. There's just something broken about the numbers right now. Okay, that round was nice and easy. I think it was KC that mentioned in the last stream that he wishes life insurance could be put in the Skeledudes. I think it was KC who said that. To me, that's a crazy concept because I've had a round where 1,000 Skeledudes died. Could you imagine 1,000 life insurance procs? Just be like infinitely rich. Even working on zombies is kind of obnoxious with their willing flesh and explosive innards. I think I've had like 40 or 50 zombies dying around before with life insurance on them. It's crazy. Expired skin cream on sale. Yeah, I'll take that. Moby strip. I would take this on sale, but full price. Skippable, I think. DDoS. Okay, DDoS I'll pay full price for because we're lacking hacker relics, and I think this is one of the more important ones. Right. It like doesn't consume the exploit, which is nice, but then the stacking attack power, we actually have some scaling for our hacker dudes now. My furthest endless run actually had this combo too, which is the combo I'm talking about is the finance dude, zombie dude. I went to round 135 with that once. Yeah, it just seems like a crazy combo. You basically just have like infinite money if you get some of the important relics early. Taco, chili dog, pretzel. It's probably just pretzel on the hacker, right? Like crit chance is very important for him. Otherwise, like max HP on the zombie, max HP is pretty important for him as well. I don't think it's the taco at least. Crit damage is like not really helpful on the zombie, whereas this is like attack power is helpful on the hacker. I think I'm just going to pretzel on the hacker. Yeah. He's at 19% crit now, so if we get his red team, we will be very happy. There's going to be a lot more exploits going out. Suddenly he'll be doing a lot more damage, and then for indirectly a lot more healing as well. Nice, got NFT. Polar bear and kangaroo, sure. Yeah, it is just so sad seeing this exploit bar go up so slow. But it is pretty satisfying when you get the red team and it's just like flying up. Caboose, splitting headache. Both like skippable, I think. Splitting headache, I think it's like pretty terrible. Maybe terrible is an overstatement, but it's just like burner phones aren't that good to start. This does make them a lot better. I just don't feel like they're very useful in most fights to start with, so. Restock. Smelling salts, Cosmic Geode. Meh. Stock, Living Will, Memento Mori. Nah. Ooh, Pumpkin Latte. This is actually a consumable relic I like. Right? Health potions become pretty good with that. Living Will, Instant Calendar. Let's restock once more. Trench coat. I think I'll pay full price for a trench coat. Trench coat. It's just like a pretty amazing relic. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the only relic that has like a temporary effect that also has like a permanent effect as well on top of it. In the sense that you get the toughness decaying, but it stops before it reaches 0%. Like brass knuckles, false face, all that stuff just like fades eventually. Minus 100, dang. But we got the vault. That's great. Okay, got oregano, white hat. Oregano is amazing. So our hacker dude's crit chance is nearly 30% now. This is just like red team waiting room. We get red team, suddenly this team's really rolling, I think. Full invest, sure. I tend to full invest in general, but with finance dude, I think it's a pretty easy option. Right, because we got the financial calculator getting us more money. Somewhere in there. Bunch of dog-sized rats. Just love like the explosions, just watching like a bunch of enemies go flying. Marrow Scooper. Like fine. Is it full price fine? Probably not. Tax break? Okay, tax break and bony backhand. Bony backhand is pretty good. But tax break like buffs everyone pretty hard. I think I'm going with tax break. Unfortunate, because bony backhand would have been nice to get. Preemptively use a lightning here. Just like respect them a little bit. Probably wasn't necessary. This is one of the easier boss battles I've noticed. It's a bunch of silverbacks, right? Nice, another NFT. Ancient Swords gotta be pretty good here. Taking Clock, RTO Mandate really aren't great anyway. Ear gauges, friendship bracelet, bag of nuts. I kind of don't know what to put on Necrodude typically. I haven't played with him a ton. I just know, like, he's kind of weird because I feel like, I don't know how well anything translates to his Skeledudes. Like, I know I've tried medical license on them and the Skeledudes don't get medical license. But if you get something that just like straight up buffs his attack power, does his attack power like equate to better Skeledude attack power? Like, I assume Bag of Nuts wouldn't really help him very much because I don't think the Skeledude's attack speed is relevant to the Necrodude's attack speed. But maybe just stuff like Friendship Bracelet makes most sense on them, right? Like keep him alive. Friendship Bracelet or like a neck brace or something. Or Friendship Bracelet on him. He's already got the Marrow Scooper if we get it. So he's got a bunch of ways to revive now if we get the Marrow Scooper back. Okay, more Necrodudes. Okay, we start with 26 Skeledudes right off the bat. We're up to 30 Frenzy Stone stacks already quick in the battle. I feel like this has easily got to be Necrodude's best relic, right? Like 30% attack speed is just obnoxious as a party-wide buff. Let's see. More Necrodudes, sure. Wonder how broken this ancient sword would be if it had no global cooldown. Would it be too broken, even a 5% chance? Arsenal, Mobius strip. We'll restock this, I think. Arsenal, though, I really want to just like restock until we see like a few key routes, like the red team. Line of credit could be pretty important. This is definitely not bad because this is like a lot of Hacker Dude's defense to exfiltrate. Bony backhand would be pretty good. Old Jacket would even be worth picking. So like a lot of dude specific rocks we're missing. Pretty important. Sensitivity training at full price. Like solid. Don't know if it's worth full price though. Reroll. Bullet time. Okay, we're getting thrown so much at this point. By round 85. Pretty consistently that I think we're grabbing bullet time here. Even at full price. Yeah. Save a little bit. Let's go next fight. Yeah, I'm really hoping to improve my record in this sample because it went from pretty solid to pretty like lame. I think we went from 9-4 to 11-11. Also, we get the red team here and the line of credit. Yeah, so going from 9-4 to 11-11, I was like trying out a bunch of dudes I thought were bad. Turns out they're either bad or I just don't know how to use them because we lost a bunch. Elephant Panther, sure. Bunch of cougars, no problem. Let's see. Chef, finance, zombie. We're pretty good in chefs. Let's go on each of these. Yeah, this is a big reason why I don't usually grab nuclear codes very early. This run's kind of example. Because, yeah, it hasn't went off once since we got it. Even though we got a good bit ago. I feel like it just only basically goes off in the end game or if you get really lucky. Or maybe you just have like a bunch of attack speed across the team, but Bloody Talisman, Arsenal. Two solid relics for sure. I think Bloody Talisman's getting late enough This should go to max stacks pretty often, I feel like, on a lot of dudes. Fights tend to last a little longer at this point anyway, so. Dang, that's a lot of zombies dying. No willing flesh activation. Dang. We're down a bunch of zombies. At least we got like 400 off the life insurance. Ritual Dagger, Special Sauce, Death Rattle. Usually Ritual Dagger and Special Sauce are pretty good to pick up. I think Death Rattle is too important here though. We got a Necro dude, so we should have unconscious dudes pretty often. It should be 15 stacks pretty quick in battle. Let's actually watch this fight. Oh. I was like, why are we so many stacked? I kind of forgot we lost so many zombies in the last round. Yeah. 180 off life insurance, not bad. Get a little bit more finance dudes. Emergency ring, jazz flute, ring is shielding. Jazz flute doesn't make a lot of sense. I think we have like little to no evasion on the whole team. And we got like evasion on our finance dude. That's basically it. Emergency ring is always just like okay to pick up. I think ring is shielding's pretty big here. We should have like a decent amount of overhealing with our hacker dude's medical license, so pretty happy to get that. Let's look afterwards and see if the hacker dude has a good amount of ring of shielding. Yeah, ring of shielding did 600 for him. Only did 300 for the chef. Barely anything for anyone else. Actually, a good amount for the zombies. Good amount for skeletons as well. Yeah, so it did like a couple thousand in that fight. I think okay. Like, I could see people calling this like a win more kind of relic, because it's only overhealing, right? So if you're overhealing, you're probably doing well already. Nice NFT and life insurance. Getting pretty rich here. Living Will, Instant Calendar. I look at like adds HP to my dudes against big enemies. Yeah, I mean, that's how I see it too. I was just saying like, I was playing Devil's Advocate kinda. But yeah, yeah, it kinda just like adds a buffer, right? So you don't get one shot hopefully. Like you heal your people up. And then suddenly they have a little bit of temporary health so they don't just get like destroyed in an instant. Living Will, Instant Calendar. I like Instant Calendar, but we have zombies blowing up, so no. Living Will is like fine with Skeledudes, right? I think we'll take this even at full price. Ticking Clock, Script Kitty. We'll take this. Reroll, see Red Team on sale. Falsifying's on sale? Eh, sure. Nice. 15,000. Actually less than I was hoping for at this point. We got like an early NFT and an early life insurance. We only had 15,000 after final investment. I think I've had like 40,000 before at this point with finance dude. I guess it makes sense. I really didn't stack up that many finance dudes. I think in that run where I had that much, I had like 30, 40 finance dudes, so. Sweet, got red team, got line of credit. I still don't know how much you can rely on this line of credit. I swear I've had runs where it's like, yeah, I had like $20,000 to like $40,000, and I'm just like, I'll sit on all the money, let my line of credit go nuts with the finance dudes, and it just didn't seem to pay off that well. Like red team is the hacker main relic, but it also makes them want to have mostly hacker dudes. Yeah, Like, I'm probably gonna stack hacker dudes at this point. Probably even give the attack power with the medical license. I'll probably stack them past chefs, I think. Right? So that way they get the championship belt at this point. Because, yeah, they do just, like, kind of go nuts with, red team. And I do agree it's the main relic for them. Like, it's their, like, hit or miss relic. Like, you either have that, or you're just not doing much with them. Like, look at that. Like, that bar is flying up, and what's it, like, every 4 seconds baseline? So. Special sauce, bony backhand. Bony backhand and special sauce, I think it's worth full price. And Encore, plot armor. Plot armor's, like, good enough. I think this is slept down a little bit. It basically makes your dudes, like, immortal for 2 seconds and do more damage for 2 seconds. Like, sure, it's once per battle, but every dude can do it once per battle. It's not like a team-wide once per battle or anything. Arsenal, Ritual Dagger. I think we'll take a Ritual Dagger full price. I don't know about Arsenal. I think we'll take this at full price too. Hackers really just need as much crit as they can get. Belly Salt's Caboose. Caboose is pretty good with explosive innards. Marrow Scooper. I don't think that's worth full price. We already have the friendship bracelet on them. Ticking Clock. Ooh, padded helmet. I'll pay full price for a padded helmet because, yeah, like 100% chance we get some good benefits off being thrown. I'm gonna get thrown so much at the end here, so. Well, actually, Memento Mori. Meh. Ooh, Sensitivity Training on sale. I passed up on this like twice. On sale, I'm definitely taking it. Bean Burrito, Splitting Head Egg. Well, I could have thought about the Bean Burrito. Kind of forgot we have like a bunch of Skell dudes, but. Memento Mori. Do they keep like re-rolling and just looking like fishing for either important stuff or stuff on sale? Old Jack I think is good enough to pay full price. Jobs ad, what a joke. Okay, Bean Burrito's back up, pay full price for it, sure. Black Sheep, I'll buy on sale. I think we just get out of here at this point. Save a few dice for the trinket. Maybe restock once for something on sale. Nice. Save the rest for a line of credit. I don't know if that's even worth it. 70 stacks is so little. We could just save it for next shop and just kind of ignore line of credit at this point. Really just did not make the money I was hoping to in this run. Marrow Scooper. Sure, just like have 2 lines of saves on low cooldown for our Necro dudes. Socialism on zombies with their 718 health. A good amount more temporary health. Don't mind that. I don't know if there's anything better we could get on zombies, but I don't think I was re-rolling that at least. I think the main thing I think they could have been better is like a neck brace or something, but. Spam hacker dudes for sure. (42 to 47, 57% crit chance). Why does he got 57? What's he have on him? Looking through. Special sauce, maybe. Yeah. Interesting. So they have like roughly 40-50% crit chance in battle most of the time. Let's see. More hacker dudes. Alright, so hacker dudes got the double attack power buff at this point. Not bad. Like, look at that bar flying up. Their medical license. Yeah. This should be good. I said in the beginning, hacker dudes I was unsure of. Performing pretty well in this run. These 2, meh. Golden Parachute. I think I'll pay full price for a Golden Parachute. Like, this should go off a good bit in the boss fights, I feel like. Finance dudes have, like, no toughness, really. Not the biggest health pool, so 4-second cooldown on a revive is pretty good. We'll probably restock, like, a few times here, just fishing for, stuff on sale, and just get some tax evasion stacks. Tax evasion's up to 13 stacks. Restock like once more. Probably like once more. It'll go to like 20 stacks. Use some dice, I guess. Nothing showing up on sale, dang. And on court I think it's good enough. Should just kind of give us like 2 seconds of immunity at the beginning of combat, because Skeleton should fall within like the first second typically. Like fine. Nice. Don't really care about this, but I'll take it on sale. Like he'll get like a few stacks between zombie explosions, I guess. So. And then Korbanov, and now we're lightning. Probably wasn't necessary at all. There was not that many Rams left, but still. Okay. Goat just got destroyed. Vault went off. Nice. Got a fair bit of consumables at this point. Like, we don't have many burner bones or meteors, but those are the two I usually care about the least. Pretty good in everything else. 400 for the NFT. Nice. Taco, non, red curry. Like red curry on our finance dude. Attack speed and cleave. Probably pretty good, right? I think he's doing most damage to these three, as far as like relevant to attacks, because the zombie's doing the most, but that's like based on his max HP and his healing received with those two relics. Attack speed and cleave should be pretty good with finance dude. Yeah, it's just kind of lame. We only have 60 line of credit stacks, so if we had like a few hundred, he'd actually be doing some pretty good damage with his red curry, but let's see what he's afterwards. Like 1.3k for the hackers, only 300 for the finance. Yeah, he's being out damaged by the zombie. Werewolves and porcupines, as per usual. So how easily we dealt with the goat is a pretty good sign. I feel like the Kelpie should have a few segments die before he really does that like spin in the middle. So that'd be pretty good. Ooh, Rotting Stick on sale, nice. Probably just want to get to like max or close to max tax evasion stacks here, so we'll just keep restocking. Just only buy things on sale at this point, pretty much. Now we're one stack away. Oh, the other thing Kelpie checks is run speed, I feel. Yeah, I don't know how to feel about the run speed aspect of Kelpie. Because it feels like having too high run speed could also be an issue, because your guys will run to the front of the Kelpie and get run over. I swear I've had random like runs where I'm like at the perfect run speed where my guys are just kind of chasing the tail a little bit and they never get run over. But having high run speed could just be good to like hit it, but it's just like you just get run over if you have too high run speed. It's kind of weird. Smelling salts, sure. Yeah, we're killing them pretty quick. Yeah, he's definitely losing some segments here. One Strange Spore, we should be fine, I think, at this point. Yeah. Okay, it's one of the easier Kelpie fights I've had. I've been coming around on Cowboys just because they guarantee cleave always works. Yeah, I feel like Cowboys' utility slept down a little bit, I feel like. I will agree with anyone who says their base ability isn't that good, but I feel like their relics are just make them shine pretty well. I wouldn't rate them as like amazing, but I feel like Cowboys are like an above average dude in the game. Just go Man Collector, pretty nice. Like they do decent damage on with their Bandolier 6-shooter. And then I think Moonshine is just like an amazing relic, right? 30% toughness for their AoE damage or insane early game. Yeah, yeah, the Bandolier and 6-shooter, yeah. I would warn anyone not to go medical license on Cowboy, because I've done that before, and it's like, if there isn't mobs of enemies, yeah, they don't do enough damage to really keep people alive with medical license. Like, I just like lost the Killipede a couple times doing that. Yeah, there's probably some triggers that are pretty good on them that isn't medical license, I imagine. Probably like any sort of like run speed trigger could be pretty good on them, right? Like ADHD or air horn. I can imagine putting air horn on them so they get to the target and pull people to the target quicker. And also just get like attack power for their 6-shooter and their what's it called? The other one. Just mentioned it. Bandolier. Belgian Parrot, sure. And then I think we're good at this point. Pretty good with these amount of consumables going into this fight. We have bullet time, padded helmet. Do we have snapback sneakers as well somewhere in here? Just like a million rugs to look through, but kill him pretty quick. Yeah, like that was like we killed the animals and then he was the next wave like 2 seconds later. Not bad. This is not over though. Hopefully we get him into his animal phase and then like the nuke immediately goes off. Nuke go off? Doesn't really matter, they're just like dead anyway. It went off like a second after. Fine. Throw a strange spore in there just for the heck of it. We have 16 of them. Throw lightning in here. This should be an easy win, I think. It's not really challenging us, I think. Throw a strange spore in there just to be safe, but yeah, I think we're good. Okay, GG. See how far we can go in Endless now. Okay, we're killing pretty quick. How weird would it be if they made an auto battler mode, like where you fight other team of dudes, like Battlemon Showdown or Super Auto Pets? The game that comes to mind with me that is like bizarre. I think it could be pretty cool. You know, like a PvP mode where you do it like the Bazaar, right? And what you do is, let's say you have like 19 rounds of like the normal game, and every 20 rounds of a boss, you just face like some other dude's lineup he had at that point. That would be pretty cool. Give you like 3 lives or something so you can get to round 100. Yeah, facing other dudes' lineups can be pretty cool, I think. I just don't know, like, if without a game having multiplayer in mind to start with, I know adding multiplayer can just be rough from the development aspect. I always have heard. It's not like I've done it myself, but I heard like adding multiplayer to a game is pretty tough. Okay, this is going pretty smooth. We're not really using consumables so far. It does start to get rough at like 120, but So the awkward part about seeing jobs added so late is I think this is actually more detrimental to buy than helpful, because adding 3 regular dudes is just not helpful. And the second part, obviously, isn't going to do anything because there's no more training at this point, so. The burger bar is staying pretty high considering we're not using consumables. I haven't played much of those 2 games you mentioned. Yeah, Super Brawl the Pets I definitely heard of. I had them on Showdown. I think I have like the demo download or something. Not bad. Early is amazing, and like holding off on Dude Whisperer let me. It's 60 Dr. Pungus when I was trying to just fish for some achievements. Yeah. Jobs added early is probably the highest priority route, in my opinion. Like Vault and Coupon stuff, very important. If you can get early. Also, let me focus on this for just a second. It's actually rougher than I thought it'd be. Can the zombies revive, please? Still not reviving. Throw another revive in there. Do juice. See if they revive normally. Be nice. Dang. But dice we don't have it above, but once you get tier 3, yeah, agreed. Only the demo's out, 4 weeks in like a little over 2 weeks. Yeah. I didn't play the demo. I just downloaded it and forgot about it. Honestly, it looked interesting. I've just been addicted to this game, I guess, but... Also, we only got 1 revive. I have like 20-something dudes dead. So a little bit of a low roll. Stun them. We have a bunch of lightning. I think lightning is best with pretty big mobs typically, because very likely it doesn't hit like just a couple. And that many stuns going out is pretty helpful. I have another stream up and they're playing it. Ah, cool. I would think about playing it on stream. It would be cool to actually play it from the beginning when I don't really know it well at all. For some reason, I only started streaming How Many Dudes when I had too much gameplay time in the game already. It was one of those things where I was just really enjoying How Many Dudes off stream, and then like once I pretty much completed it, like got like gold stars and everyone, I was like, you know what? Don't really want to play that much more. But streaming this is like a good excuse to play more. I figured I'd just try like a 50 game sample, right? See if I can do well. Just jump in. It has a ranked mode that kind of puts you against other noobs. Yeah. I might try it like next stream or something. Maybe could be an idea. Battlemon Showdown. Yeah, I remember looking at it on Steam. It looked like a game I'd pick up and play. Full Dex is a button in the top right corner. You can just check. Okay. You mean in this game or in Battlemon? Always available, like you're meant to have all the info. Battlemon. Okay. I was about to say, I already knew about this one. I do this all the time in this game. I'll keep that in mind. Okay, let's see how this goes. Throw lightning out early, right as soon as the Andon Cord's done. More lightning. It's like, this is part of the reason I don't really love burner phones too. Like, what's burner phone gonna do in this fight? Everyone's so split apart. You're gonna teleport like 5-10 dudes, and they get like slightly buffed. Yeah, it's going pretty smooth so far. It's definitely going further and endless than I usually go. Burner phone I use for the achievements and then never get. Dang. Burner phone getting roasted. Yeah, can't really defend it though. I'm not a big fan of it either. Jobs ad on sale. Nobody cares. I don't know why I'm not using the dice really, but I think we're good on health potions. Strange spores. Throw a few consumables out for this fight until the honey badgers are dead. I hit him with a lightning. I think we'll be fine from here. Maybe? I'll get ready to use a health potion, but... Well, we're also chef. This is why I don't love banking too much on zombies. We just lost like, how many zombies? 14 of them and they didn't revive. Yeah, I would say burner phone does shine the most in Kelpede. I've randomly saved like 3 to 5 burner phones just because Kelpede, just teleport them around, and if you don't have the best damage, especially like you just take out a segment or 2 or 3 and then fight's a lot easier at that point. The lightning out. Oh, nuke, nice. I do feel like burner phones have like a slight use in the early game, where the battle isn't so chaotic that you can kind of like use it pretty well. Especially the early enemies don't have much movement speed, so if the battle's split in like 2 sections, you can kind of teleport like half your dudes to the other half of the side, and then the bunch of the animals will have to spend time running over. And it's like, you could end up saving a life or 2 with that. Definitely done that before, but yeah, it's just like, very weird. This doesn't have that many uses. Throw lightning out. Dang, kind of getting owned here. Yeah, rats early. Dang. Yeah, I'm gonna use a bunch of consumables here. Might as well, we have a bunch. We are just falling like crazy, huh? Throw lightning out? Another bunch of them, hopefully? Yeah, we're losing a bunch of chefs back to hacker dudes. This is probably the end, huh? This is the problem with consumables, is like it doesn't win you fights like this, right? We just died with like 30 consumables. There should be some relic that like reduces the consumable cooldown to like 1 second. I think I'd snap pick that if I had like a pumpkin latte and a fairy ring. Just like spamming health potions and strange spores. Got a bad spawn and they were so grouped up they KO'd too many dudes. Yeah. It happens. Let's see, 90 saves on Necro dudes. Makes sense. Marrow Scooper, Friendship Bracelet, Smiling Salts. 370 Skeleton dudes dead there. Okay. Probably do a second run here. Just stretch him real quick. Yeah, I don't think I want to do a challenge run, at least not yet. Maybe for the 3rd run or something, but... Dentist, Ghost, Necro Dude. Necro Dude, I think, is where me and you disagreed with the most on our tier list. Casey, I put him in C tier. You put him in like S. But I'm starting to see the Necro ways. He's pretty good. Maybe better than C tier. Still think S tier is a little bit of a hot take. Maybe my C tier is a little bit of a hot take too. He might be like A or B, I think. So the other 2 are pretty good as well. He fills a taunter role, he boosts attack speed, guarantees access to knuckle bones. Yeah, he definitely has a lot of good things going for him. I think it's the fact that he opens up like every on-death relic, right? Puts dudes on the map, so Cleaves hits Skellies instead of roster dudes. That too. He does a very good like utility dude. Like I think maybe part of the problem I was sleeping on is like he doesn't like if you look at the after screen stats, he's not gonna do much. And even if you combine him with the Skeleton dude, it just doesn't look like he's doing much. But yeah, like they're tanking hits, they're providing utility, they're providing on death stuff activating. And the 30% attack speed is amazing. I think that's his best relic, the Frenzy Stone, so. That being said, I think we're going with Ghost here. Ghost is like fine. You know, someone I think people overhype, like a dude people overhype, is the Quantum Dude. I think Quantum Dude's pretty mediocre, and I've seen a lot of people say he's amazing. I don't see it. Like healing once per second is not great, and then he just doesn't heal that much, the Quantum Dude, I feel like. Let's see, Mummy, Construction, Medic. Okay. Never pick Medic on tier 3. Pro tip. Mummy, probably in the same league. Just like a never pick. There is seriously like a solid like 5 dudes I just never pick pretty much. But everyone else is like sometimes pickable. I think we'll go Construction here. I think he's just like a solid tank. Trying to think who I never pick other than Mummy and Medic. Probably like Cleric and like Ranger. Hard Hat, Smelling Salts. Hard Hat is weird. I feel like your tank should not be dying very often. If your tank's dying, I feel like you have issues at that point that Hard Hat's not going to solve. Let's restock. White Talisman, Phantasm Crystal. Phantasm Crystal's not bad though. Lunch Pail, Fresh Sheets. Fresh Sheets is a pretty amazing relic. More ghosts, sure. Let's see, Electrician, Cyborg, Paladin. Cyborg is amazing if you just spam him. Electrician's weird because I feel like without Alien he doesn't really go too nuts. Paladin, I could just pick Paladin. Just to mess with KC because he doesn't think it's good, but I swear Paladin's good. I don't know. Does it make sense in this comp though? I don't want to pick it spitefully, that'd be weird. Paladin, yeah, I mean we like need some damage reduction on this team, that'd be nice. Right, we got a tank, we got a healer, and then like after this we could just kind of pick like probably some damage focused dudes. Could even use like a probably like an off healer, maybe kind of like a vampire or dentist or something. I think the weirdest part about Paladin is he doesn't fit the role you think he would, in my opinion. I think like a lot of people think he's a tank, but I would more consider him like a support. Like he just reduces damage across the board enough. It's like indirectly healing. It makes healing easier for your healers because he's reducing damage enough. It's kind of the way I view him. Manager, Wizard, Mutant. Mutant is not bad. Actually pretty good, but I don't know if we need like a second like healing focus dude maybe? Could be overkill. Manager, most people tend to agree Manager's pretty bad. Especially with like no damage focused dudes on the team. Like he's copying percentage of damage, so all three of these guys aren't really doing too much damage, so don't love Mantry. I think we just reroll. Alien, Finance, Cave. Cave dude is OP. Makes me not want to pick him because it's just silly. Alien dude, we don't really have anyone who really needs to dash around, do we? If we pick Alien, we could grab like Electrician or Samurai after this though. And it's like, maybe he'll make a Ghost dash around for now. And then it's like, okay. It's a little bit more healing output. Don't love it, but it opens up a few dudes that I normally don't pick too much, so. Brass Knuckles, Ion Storm. I think Brass Knuckles is good enough this early. Most fights tend to last less than 10 seconds, so it's like pure benefit pretty much. Let's see. Oh yeah. I'm kind of wondering if they're gonna address the major complaint people are having, which is this game lasts too long, like each run. Probably go over to the Pauldron here. I was kind of wondering if they should maybe add like a run length option, like a short, medium, long. Like make like long probably what it is now, like 100 plus rounds. Make like medium 80 rounds, let's say. Make like short like 40 to 60 rounds or something. Give people some like some agency over how long the run is. Personally, I feel like the runs, I don't mind it being like over an hour long, but it seems to be a common complaint. Dissection kit. Dissection kit's like okay. Caboose is not bad. But I just go Heart Boxers this early. Like a bunch of free restocking over the course of the run. So the only one that's like a meta value, right? You just save money. I think I'll go for it. The other two are just like decent. Like the dissection kit, I'm not really expecting people to die this early, hopefully. So that would have been an investment towards like late game. Juice, Caboose, Force Field. Force Field's not bad. Take that. Cartoon Mandate, Lint Roller. Lint Roller is another one that's like an investment towards the late game, because this is like necessary for the late game, but just doesn't do much right now. Gonna risk it and reroll again. Instant Out or Battle Hem. Battle Hem is amazing if we get Golden Shield. Right, because then like pretty much everyone will have Blessing, so it's just like a flat attack power and run speed for the whole party. And it's like fine for now, so. Oh yeah. Kind of wondering who we should be hoping for our fifth. I'm thinking like Samurai or yeah, Samurai or Electrician are probably my top two. Just get the alien to dash him around. We need some damage dealers as well. Right now this team has like very low damage, considering we have 4 red dudes already. Samurai? Interesting. I just mentioned it's like the top 2 dudes we want. Let me just grab him, dash around with the alien. So we put him in the 3rd spot in case we get the Lieutenant Sigil, get the alien dashing around. Pretty good. Would love to probably get like Riz Relic on the our trinket on the Paladin at this point. This way we can give like crit to our Samurai. Inertia Bubble. Inertia Bubble is not bad. More dashing around for our Samurai. Sure. Rattlesnakes and falcons. Okay. So this team's lacking a little bit of healing, like for sure. I mean, Ghost solo healing essentially is not great. Naginata, Lieutenant Sigil, 2 important relics. I think we gotta go with Naginata. Horse-sized duck and duck-sized horses. Sure. On the mirror and Encore the Living Hand. Living Hand is one of those relics that I tend not to pick unless I have a Necro Dude. Just like okay. Or at least something that benefits from deaths, right? Pick this. Let's just go with Honeymeer. Honeymeer's solid. Ghillie Suit, Distract, Inhaler. We have no crit chance on our Ghost, so Inhaler's not really helping right now. Distract is always just like okay in the damage dealer. Could like throw it on Alien. Ghillie Suit. I think Ghillie Suit's pretty amazing on Samurai, personally. Like all 3 of these effects, crit chance, attack power, and can't be cleaved. Attack power probably being the least important of the 3, but the other 2 are very important, I think. Throw that on our Samurai. Get ready to use a consumable, but I think it'll be fine. Nice. Let's see what we get. Championship belt. Yeah, the other 2 kind of stink, so it's a pretty easy choice, I think, actually. The construction dude, Paladin. Probably just go Paladin, right? Paladin is a dude I like to spam a little bit. Can like go a little lighter on them once you get the golden shield, but I feel like a good way to negate his downside of like not having blessing on everyone, just get golden shield and then spam him enough that pretty much everyone has the blessing. Two okay relics, we'll just restock. Cosmic Geode, Ion Storm. 2 of the lamer consumable relics. Sensitivity training at 5 stacks is pretty nice. Let's move on, I think. Regular dude almost died there, dang. Lose this for the lunch pail, sure. Lose inertia bubble, kind of lame, but boombox is pretty good, so. Stout crabs and malware ducks, sure. Kind of wondering how this comp's going to work in the long run. I think if I had to guess, we're going to make it a late game. I don't know if we have the healing to be okay. Paladin's got some like decent damage reduction. Alien's got some like decent like utility. And Samurai's got some decent like temporary healthy gains. With, assuming you get just relics, but so maybe they support enough to let Ghost solo heal, but. I mean, the construction worker is also just incredibly tanky if you get some of his relics. Coupon. Dang, Lint Roller's back, and I think I'm not taking it again. Ooh, Golden Shield. This, to me, is Paladin's most vital relic. It's like blessing twice as many dudes, and the max health is not bad either. Yeah, very nice. Like if you look now, like most of our dudes have blessing now. We also already had the oversized pauldron, so the blessings are already like on steroids. So most of our guys getting blessing with the oversized pauldrons. It's a great damage reduction across the whole team, pretty much. A pretty important relic here, the Ruby Scepter. Probe is pretty important as well. I think it's not Book of Life. Not worried about Paladin dying too much right now, so it's one of these two, I think. This will get the attack power of Samurai, like solid. 30% max HP is pretty helpful as well. I think we just got a Ruby Scepter though. 20% healing received is huge, and 20% max HP is not bad either. Where are these guys at? Over 300. Let's see, baguette, red curry, hot pot. Like red curry on Ghost, hot pot on Alien? No, not really though. If we go baguette, it'd probably be on the Ghost as well. The only one who really needs evasion. 50% evasion is a lot, so maybe we just do that on the Ghost. Like a decent line of defense for him. They're like indirectly is healing because it was fresh sheets as well. So I think I like that. I do like the pure one stat boots pretty often. Looking pretty good so far. Health isn't really dipping that much. Killing relatively quickly. See who the boss is. Might as well. Snapping Turtles and Crabs. I feel like that's one of like the more average boss battles. Not like too easy, not too hard. If you throw like a lightning out, you're usually pretty good. Spooky Doll, Ritual Dagger. Both like okay. I think the Ritual Dagger is a better relic here, but I think I'm just gonna restock. Beam Splitter though. Beam Splitter's pretty great. UFO Wax. UFO Wax could be pretty good because Samurai does have reasons for deflection later on with his relics. I think we're just going Beam Splitter though. Like more dashes for our Samurais and they get some temp health. Not bad. Panther and Goats, sure. Panther's a little scary at this point, but yeah, we're good. Let's see, vest full, sure. Dog-sized rats. I'm kind of wondering if on tier 3 I should save more money in the early game so I like snowball the investments a little harder. Not sure if that'd be overconfidence. Just like the early game is easy enough in this game. I feel like I'll probably be fine most of the time. Re-roll, hopefully get something on sale. Pumpkin latte on sale, I'll take that. Give it a one-time speed, get rid of a consumable. Yeah, that's gonna be fine. Okay, no consumables, no deaths for the boss. Pretty good sign for the run. Ooh. I have no idea how to pronounce this word. Tosai Gusoku. Might have butchered that, but it's pretty good. Riz on our Paladin. Neck brace on like our construction worker. Even folding chair on the construction worker could be a thing. I feel like folding chair on Paladin even could be a thing. He has pretty good health, but let's go Riz on the Paladin. Giving evasion and crit to these two is not bad. Look at the amount of temporary health that Samurai's getting at this point. That should be like our saving grace on this team, is that Samurai gets so much temporary health, is doing a lot of damage. Paladin's like reducing damage enough. But usually I don't like relying on just ghost healing. He's not like the best solo healer, I think. I think the best for that is either like Chef or Mutant, probably. Ancient Sword Dissection Kit. Dissection Kit is back at full price. I think I'll pass on that. Ancient Sword. If it was on sale, I'd pick it, but Book of Life, Bean Burrito. Living Will. Oh, 10 Sigil though. 24 to 31% crit on our Samurai. Get like max Riz, get like crit food on him, he'll be around 40 to 50% crit chance. And then Samurai should just start going absolutely nuts. Who's Ruby Scepter from Medallion? Sure. Sensitivity training is kind of a lame thing to lose, but Hammer Smiting, sure. Yeah, losing 25% attack power. Decent loss for now, but I feel like a lot of people don't read that event the first time they see it, and they don't seem to realize you're not just trading relics. Like at these sports people seem to not realize that. So you're not trading relics, you're just like loaning them out. Because I've seen people say like, I don't want to lose this for that, and it's like, you're not really losing, you're just kind of like temporarily losing access to it. I do wonder if they add like an actual like trader. How interesting that'd be, like you trade a relic for another random relic that shows up, but it's like instant. So like over time, like that one. It'd be cool. Another complaint about this game I've heard, which is the relevant one, is that every run ends up being very similar because all the dudes are like show up at the same time, right? Like business dude, smuggler dude, they show up in like the same rounds every time. There's not like as much randomness as there is, say, in like a Slay the Spire run. Let's reroll here. Right, where the events are randomized every run, so I could see them. I think it'd be hard to balance, but it would be cool if like they add more dudes who could show up in the rounds, but they also just randomize it a little bit. All three of these are just like okay. We'll reroll. Lint Roller, Ritual Dagger, Katana Sharpener. These are three good ones though. I think the one I'm least likely to take is the Ritual Dagger. It is cool, but Katana Sharpener is very important, I think. Like if Samurai gets a little lucky, it starts like spamming dashes between his Naginata and the alien. This will stack up a bunch. More crit and attack power is pretty nice. Okay, this is an action relic, so we're not likely to see these ones again. Taking Clock and Blitz Impaired are both like pretty lame, so I think I'm just going Ball Time, even though it's not really gonna help that much right now. I think both of those relics, Taking Clock and the Blitz Impaired, are just like understated maybe. Like they're fine in theory. Like neither of them just do like much damage at all. I think the reason for the Blitz Impaired one, at least, is that tanks don't tend to have a lot of attack power. So scaling it based on their attack power, if they scaled it based upon their max HP, they have to change the numbers probably, but that'd probably be better. More samurai, sure. Samurai are like carrying our damage, so don't mind some more of them. Stock. Possessed Urn. This is pretty good. More heals going out and stacking attack power, so bigger heals as well. The Wakizashi. This is pretty good. Leave is pretty nice, and then stacking attack power is not bad either. We should be getting a decent bit of crits out on Samurai, so. Ghost. We need more aliens for sure. Paladins or ghosts is tough because I want both of these. We'll go with the ghost. I want him to keep the attack power bonus, so I want to be our most common dude. Because of this relic right here, most probably dude gets 30% attack power. Kangaroo, porcupines, honey badgers. Okay, we took that unicorn out pretty quick. That's a good sign. Didn't check who the boss is. Check now. Mega Crocodile and Crocodiles. Not usually the hardest boss. Just get out of the shop. We have like no money, so. Yeah, we killed that Mega Crocodile in like 2 seconds. Pretty good sign. More construction, sure. Pad helmet, gravestone, medical nanites. Pad helmet is very good in the end game, right? You get thrown like a ton, like round 80 plus. Medical nanites is just like good overall. We already have like one throwback relic, right? Like throwing benefit relic. Let me double check real quick. Yeah, we have the bullet time, so pad helmet's a little less necessary. Let's just take the medical nanites. Base tattoo, Team Jersey, socialism. Team Jersey, tend to be happy to put it on like healers. I tend to spam healers a bit, so they tend to have a good amount of stacks on them. And attack power equates to healing, unlike most healers. Socialism is like fine on construction, dude. I think I'm just going Team Jersey on Ghost. Bigger heals on the Ghost, and a little bit of deflection doesn't hurt. Canada Goose's shirt. Let me do a quick review of the relics we have. Mostly just the relics we're missing. So this is pretty important. This is pretty important. Flint Roller, this is gonna be important by the end of the run. We're starting to get to the point where he's taking some pretty large hits. Steel Toe Boots is really important. I'm not too familiar with the alien relics. Let's see. Rain Implant could definitely be pretty good. This seems amazing, actually. Kind of forgot about this one. The Rad Infusion. RAD Infusion. Giving crit chance to our samurais can be very helpful. There's like a good 4 or 5 relics we really want in the next like 20 to 40 rounds before we hit the end game. A lot of like the family specific relics, you know, the family like general relics, they're usually just not too important to the build. They're just like generally helpful. Ice Bath, Focus Mitts, Golden Glove. Focus Mitts and Golden Glove are takeable because of like Ghost and Samurai. Right. I think we just go with the Focus Mitts though, because more crit chance to Samurai is amazing. And it's just like, the second part's helpful for people who even have low crit chance. Right, they just randomly get like a huge crit off. Because they get a bunch of non-crits and then their crit damage keeps stacking up. They're a fine general relic. Let's see what our crit chance is on our samurais. Like roughly 40-something%. Focus Myths I feel are like, really? I think the thing about Focus Myths is if you have like 1 or 2 dudes who really need crit and the rest don't need crit, it's like still pretty good because the crit chance is like amazing for the dudes who need crit, and then the second part makes it so like, okay, you don't have much crit, but occasionally you just get like a massive crit. Like, I feel like the second part's weirdly good if you have low crit chance, which makes it kind of weird. Depends because there's 2 kinds of need crit. Yeah. Ring of Shielding, Splitting Headache. Ring of Shielding, are we really doing much overhealing? Probably not. I mean, Ghost heals like the lowest health person, as most healers do. And we don't really have like a medical license or anything, spamming heals. Guinness gets more Novocaine when they hit crit, but they don't care about crit damage, only crit chance. Yeah, there's not too many, well there's like a decent amount. People who like crit damage is really helpful for. Care about crit and damage, yeah. Samurais, ninjas, a couple others, like a lot of the damage dealing ones like crit damage as well. But that's what I'm talking about, like if someone's like low crit though, like the crit damage is just gonna keep stacking up, so I like that part. Hackers is a good example, mostly want percentage. Yeah. Anyone who gets like a proc off of crit, right? These are both kind of lame. I think we're restocking here. Ooh, Bakken? I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Attack power, max HP, deflection. Max HP is very important. Attack power is solid, and deflection is pretty solid when we get his bamboo dummy here, because deflection equals crit chance. Samurai just wants as much crit as you can get on him. He has 37 baseline right now. Not bad. I think with a few more relics and some procs, our samurais are going to be like 60+% crit pretty soon. Just great. And we don't even have a food on them yet. If we get like a pretzel food, I think we're just like snap picking it onto the samurai at this point, which is like the crit food, so. I think, yeah, hackers are a good example of people who want crit, but I feel like samurai is the one, like the dude who wants crit the most. He just goes nuts with crit. Like he just dashes all over the place, scales his Hachimaki with crits. Just, yeah, he just kind of like snowballs like crazy. Honey badgers, sure. Okay, we're going a little lower on HP than I'd like. Honey badgers are a little tough. Still, like, there's some dudes dropping below half there, which is not great. Oh no, I was just rereading what you said. I thought you said something else. Sure. Probably need more aliens as well. Right, because the aliens are providing extra dashes for a samurai. We're running a little low on them. So we're missing trinkets on who? Alien and construction dude, so I should probably start thinking about what we want for them. Brain implants, snapback sneakers. Brain implants pretty good. This will keep our aliens alive pretty well because I think our samurais will be topped off in health pretty often with all the temp health they get. So aliens getting 5% regen and like equalizing everybody's HP every half a second. Like aliens and samurai should be pretty hard to kill. Which are kind of like our 2 squishiest dudes right now, so pretty good route to get there. Actually, I guess Ghost is probably our squishiest dude, but really hoping we find Lint Roller again. Really hoping I don't regret passing it up twice. Okay, Ritual Dagger's back for like the 3rd time or something. I think we're taking it this time. The other 2 are just like okay. Ritual Dagger's not bad. Pretzel. I said we would snap pick it on the samurai, and I think we are. So we double check these aren't like amazing. Attack power, attack speed, and plus max HP on both. Solid, hot pot and curry, but it's like gotta be pretzel on the samurai. 34 to 41. 41 baseline, no procs. Kind of crazy. It's a lot. Wonder what the highest potential like out of combat crit you can get is. I'm guessing it tops off in like 50s or 60s. I do know there's an achievement, right, for getting 67% crit chance. I got that pretty early on. I'm guessing the highest crit chance I've gotten in combat is probably somewhere around 80%. So, Beam Burrito, Spooky Doll, both like meh. Nail Gun, Loyalty Card. The Loyalty Card's a little late for, but we do have the coupon, so maybe like get some rerolls. Just like be cheap and only buy stuff on sale. Sure. Yeah, a few rerolls, didn't see anything on sale. We do have the coupon, right? I wasn't thinking of last run. Yeah, it's right here. Okay. You do like the vulnerability on the that what's it called? Assume you're talking about this, right? The Spooky Doll. I think it's solid. The 20% damage increase to like most enemies. Really solid. I guess I just like stuff that scales a little harder than that. Any sort of fight where there's not too many enemies, they're probably just gonna have that debuff on them constantly, right? I could see it, but does that rock do anything else? I can't remember. No, just the vulnerability. See, it's like okay. Just think of it as another 20% scale to my DPS, dude. Yeah. That is mostly what this is. Which is fine. I think it's just like a mid. I guess. Like, way to put it. It's just like not amazing, not terrible. Ooh, Lint Roller. Third time seeing Lint Roller. And we'll pick it up this time. Let's see, where's a bunch of regular bees and a bunch of big bees? Right here. 108 and 4. That should be good. Yeah, we're fine. Could have picked up Alien there. Jobs ad. We have one training left, I think. Like, in the next few rounds, we train some dudes, right? Because we got regular dude. We're actually going to train one regular dude. We would get 3 extra if we pick this. It's like, what's this, like, a few regular dudes. So we transform them to dudes, and then, like, half of them. Turns extra juice. This is like an extra 4 or 5 dudes we end the run, usually. It's a little late for it, but I think I'm still picking it over these other two, so. Blast Cannon, Distract, Neck Brace. I think we just go Neck Brace on our construction worker, right? Like, he's tanky, he just gets even tankier. He doesn't really have anything that scales off max HP, I think. Like, it's not like, it doesn't like do damage based upon max HP or anything. This, I guess, does scale with max HP, it just heals in the full, so it's a bigger heal. Yeah, I think it's like good enough. Bigger lunch pail heals, sure. And a little bit of security blanket in the temporary health if he goes low. Probably doesn't activate in most fights though, right? Let's see. Yeah, it didn't activate in that fight at least. Huh? Probably should have slowed it down there, but turned out we were fine, so. Pocket Dice and Dude Juice. Yeah, it's like I thought. Like, team's decent overall, but we are dipping low with just Ghost Healing. I wonder if we're just gonna die in the end game, like around 100, 115 somewhere. I feel like Killapede's gonna be pretty rough with this team. The best part about Killapedes is probably the fact that we're relying on Samurai, so they're gonna like burst down one segment at a time. Other than that, they're gonna have some issues in that fight. Was that like 4 free restocks in a row? Yeah. Grab a burner phone for Killipede, I guess. Oh, we lost a dude. It's been a while since we lost someone in combat, I think. Lost a regular dude and an alien. Sure. Weirdly, Power Siphon may help more than normal. That's true, because our Samurai's getting so much temporary health, right? Normally Power Siphon isn't like the biggest priority. It's very good in like when there's like a high deviation between like your most and your least temporary health dudes. But yeah, I agree. Power Siphon would be pretty good here. Seagulls. Slow it down. Seagulls can be scary if you have like some food on some dudes who aren't very tanky. We'll try to get through the next couple rounds and revive these dudes naturally. I use a consumable or two to do it. Yes, play it safe. Use a health potion there. It should secure the fight. Ghost or Samurai? Let's go Samurai. Need more aliens for sure. Slow this down. Falcons are always a little scary. Well, yeah, Falcon, they're not the most scary, but they do a decent bit of damage to start, and then they like do a decent bit when they start dashing around. Oh dang button, I'll take that on sale. Berry ring, I'll definitely take that on sale. Kangaroos and panthers, sure. Yeah, I feel like Power Siphon's probably just tends to be good with samurais in general, because they just get so much temp health, right? Mobius Strip, Hammer Belt, Parry Buckler. Parry Buckler is one of those ones I tend to not pick unless I have a Spartan on the team. The other two are solid though. I think Hammer Belt's good enough. And then we really need to find oh, we have it. Yeah, I'm not paying much attention. Steel toe boots very important. Doubling the hammers that construction worker does with the steel toe boots equals a lot of toughness very quickly. So he tanks very well at that point. Yeah, 30% toughness. This is, I feel like this is construction workers, construction dude's best relic. Arsenal, Blitzent Parrot, Nuclear Codes. Blitzent Parrot is definitely not being picked here. It's one of the other two. I think we're just going with Arsenal. More crit for our Samurai, and we have some overall crit with the Focus Mitts. The crit damage is not too bad either. Yeah, like 47% on our Samurai. Not bad. And he's also going to get some crit during combat from certain relics, so. Okay, let's check some of these during combat. 57, low 50s. Yeah, like roughly in the 50s. I like Nuke, but nah, not here. Yeah, agreed. Nuke is a weird one because I feel like Nuke only really shines in the end game. Not in the end game, in the endless. To me. Like, that or you just have like a team that's doing so many attacks. Like it's somehow going off before the Endless. But in Endless, they have so much health, and there's so many attacks going off, that even having 5 codes, it goes off a lot. Hey Gracie, thanks for the raid. How was your stream? I popped in for like a few minutes earlier, but yeah, I'm just kind of lost with that game, because I didn't really check it out since the beginning, so. Okay, I got 3 extra dudes there. Hey Elysium, what's up? Wow, we're losing some aliens. Dang. Did we use a health potion? Yeah, I think we're fine now. Yeah, hey Gracie, what's up? It's going well in here? Yeah, it's going well. Had one run before this one and we won it, so it was decent. Time sync, spooky doll, nah. Demore, motivation poster, nah. Oh, bamboo dummy is pretty important. Yeah, I'm just chilling, playing some more How Many Dudes. Assuming most of the people who came from the raid don't know this game, so it's just like a roguelike all the battler. Pretty simple. It originated from like the meme of like how many dudes would take to beat a gorilla, and then somehow evolved from that into a full-fledged game. So you just face a bunch of animals every round, and you gather up dudes. There's 42 dudes in the game, but you only pick 5 each run. So there's a bunch of combinations you can get. That's basically the premise of the game, and then you have like bosses you face at the end game, so. More ghosts, sure. Got some relics back, get a couple new relics. What's the limit on how many dudes you have on your side? There's no limit per dude, but it's just like 5 different types. So I've seen people go like endless and go really late and have like 100 dudes of one type, but there's no like there's no limit of each one. I would say by the end of the run, on the highest difficulty that I'm playing on, you tend to have like a little over 100 maybe. Samurai shirt. Yeah, we have 115 dudes on our team right now. Oh, thanks for the follow, by the way. Thank you for that. Ghost dude. I think we need more paladins. We need some more damage reduction in here. Hidden daggers, ion storm. We have a lot of money, so we're just probably gonna buy like anything halfway decent. Tape measure is like okay, sure. I think that should be good for now. Like restock once or twice more. Gracie, if you're still there, did you finish the game you're playing? I know, like, I thought you said a couple days ago you thought you were nearing the end, so. Ooh, power siphon. And battle standard. Take both of those. Plus 1 alien, it's like fine. Living Hand, Caboose, Ion Storm. They're all like okay. I think I'll take the Living Hand here because we have the dog tags, right? I think we just picked up, so. Grab like therapy for our aliens. sure. Yeah, Disco Elysium, the game she was playing, it's like does it have multiple endings, that game? Glass Cannon Samurai? Did you say therapy for aliens? Yeah. We gave therapy to our aliens. It's kind of funny the trinkets you can put on dudes with weird combos. I think different things should be able to happen. I haven't played before. Still it has skill checks and rolls that you can fail. Yeah. I mean, it seems like an interesting game. I mostly just didn't check it out too much of your stream because it's not the type of game I tend to be too interested in. Like, for some reason, story games don't usually appeal to me very much. But it seems like it was a good one for what it is. I don't know what kind of advice we could give to aliens. Yeah. Dang, our aliens are getting owned. Keep randomly losing them. Let's see. Say cool things that happen. Yeah. I mean, it looks like a fun game. Disco Elysium. I don't know why, but I've played some story games, right? And for some reason, the story just always, like, goes in one ear right out the other for me. I don't know why. It's not like that for, like, movies or shows, but, like, yeah, I played some story-based games, and I couldn't tell you what the story was about. Even though I played like dozens of hours in the game, like I think Pillars of Eternity, I played that a bit, and I could barely tell you what it was about other than pirates. Crit chance, attack power, max HP, run speed, deflection, evasion. Probably just go max HP, run speed on like Paladin or Construction Dude here. Probably Construction Dude, because he's our tank. So we're about to face like the bane of my existence in this game. This and like the next boss. Hard hat, probe. We'll take a probe, sure. Hard hat, it's not too necessary, I think. Pad helmet's pretty good. Yeah, so this boss is really tough, the Killipede. Lost him like the first like 5 times I faced him, pretty much. Yeah, we're losing a bunch of aliens, but we are killing them pretty quick. That's good. I'm here chasing them down. Alright, so we beat that boss, but we used a bunch of consumables, so... more paladins, sure. It's looking like we're stabilizing. Yeah. Killed most of the snapping turtles, so. Thankfully, Samurai's, so Samurai's gimmick is, they dash to the lowest health enemy, right? So, if you look at their ability, Swift Pursuit, they dash to the lowest health enemy, so that's why that fight wasn't too bad, because he was dashing to each segment that was low health, finishing them off one at a time. Usually your damage is so spread out in that fight that, it's pretty scary when you start spinning around the center. Plot armor is fine here. Queen Bee and Big Bees. I'm still concerned about the final boss though, because he's just like a rough fight in general. Oh, Paladin's dying is not a good sign. Yeah. Using a bunch of consumables before the final boss is not great, but thankfully we have one shop left, so we'll buy a bunch of stuff there. Yeah, if you look at the health bars over here, you can tell the lowest health person just like is plummeting so quick because of Samurais. Parry Buckler, Death Rattle, both like mediocre. This will take on sale. It's like fine. Parry Buckler, Cosmic Geode, nah. Ooh, both of these on sale, pretty good. So we see more healing, and the first dude to get knocked out gives us a bunch of damage reduction for a couple seconds. Like a Bottled Lightning. So our consumable situation is not the best I've seen, but I definitely went to this fight in worse condition. This is the Godlord. I love the music for this fight. Okay, that's not a win, by the way. Yeah, phase 2. Very Binding of Isaac, which is fitting considering the boss is a baby. Yeah. This might be one of my favorite like bosses in games. Fine here? Yeah, we lost like a dude. Wow, that was pretty easy. We lost one guy. Usually a fight's not that easy. Grizzly Bears, Tigers, Alliance. We're going to Endless. This is basically just a test to see how good your build is. Because you will tend to lose pretty quick. Like, we're kind of getting owned right now, actually. How do we, like, own the Godlord? We're having, like, immediate issues in Endless. We're doing a lot of damage, but, that's not good. Would we just lose, like, 50 dudes? 34, 41, 60. We lost 70 dudes. What the heck? This probably isn't going very far. Into Endless, at least. Let me update the title. Let me focus on the battle, actually, but afterwards I'll update the title because we did win that one. This is basically just a victory lap after this. Yeah, we're like dead next couple rounds for sure. We have like no consumables, and we're down a bunch of dudes, so. Yeah, let me update the title now. "74 lines is nasty." You gotta believe. Yeah, spoiler, I'm not beating my Endless PB. No amount of believing will make that happen. We are dead the next couple rounds for sure. It might even be this round. Yeah, like look, we were just falling. We have no way to stop this really. Like these two consumables are not helping. Can't knock back rhinos with this, and this is like meh. Burn Fun doesn't really help much. Our ghosts aren't dying surprisingly. Ooh. Like everybody else is though. Actually, we made that out of that round surprisingly, but we did get a bunch of dudes back. So next round we would get a lot back. In 3 rounds we get a lot back. Yeah, we're probably dead here, huh? Construction workers are falling like mad. Yeah, now ghosts are falling. Yeah, we're done for. This is generally around like roughly where it goes endless for me. Somewhere around 120. Like a normal run. Could do a 3rd run. I think I'm actually gonna do like a challenge run. So there's like achievements in the game for playing with one specific family, right? Let me check the achievement list here. So I'm gonna do one of those. But I'm gonna do it on tier 3, just like for the challenge of it. Most people do it on the easiest difficulty. Let's see. I did the employed family. I did the sci-fi family so far in previous streams. So let's do the action family. Let's see. So reset this. Action family is this one. So let's see. Cave Dude is obnoxiously strong. We'll go with him. Cowboy's some good utility. Explorer's their only healer. It's gonna be a problem because he's not the best healer. And then probably because he doesn't have the best healer, we'll go Assassin for some damage reduction, and we'll go Pirate for tank. Oh, the Ancient build instead of Dr. Bunga. So you think I should go Agent? Yeah, I guess I could. I mean, Medical License on Cave Dude just makes things a little too easy. I mean, this is like a tier 3 achievement, so it's already tough, but sure. Make it even tougher for some reason. Are you liking this game? No more SCS2? No, I would say no more SCS2. I'm just kind of addicted to this game right now. This game's pretty good though. Yeah, I've been liking it. Let's try this. I'll probably get back to SCS2 in some weeks from now. Depends. I mean, this is like the main game I've streamed. I tend to do that. It's just like get addicted to a game for like a month or something. But I'll definitely be back to it, so. Nice to see you, by the way, Jack. Haven't seen you in a bit. I think this game would appeal to anyone who likes SCS2, but it's like the roguelike strategy aspect, so. All 3Ds are like okay. I think we'll go with the blowgun. Let's see, more explorers. Just tend to just stack up healers in the early game. Seems to have some good success. Sorry, I was just checking something out real quick. My dashboard was glitching. It wasn't showing me a bunch of information, so I refreshed the page. Let's see. Piano wire, nuclear codes. Piano wire's fine. Come into the puzzle game realm. Really? Have you been streaming that at all? Like any puzzle games? I haven't seen you live, but I'm not sure if I'm just not awake at the right time. Let's go piano wire and reroll, I think. Bullet time secret doors is pretty good. Okay, get the first cowboy. Start with Tunic, then the Witness, and now La Mulana. The afternoon stream to pre-exclusive stream in the evening. 9 PM PST. Oh, so you're in PST time. That makes sense then, because that's like I'm in Eastern, so it's like midnight for me. I've been tending to go to bed around like 10 to midnight, so you're like starting up when I'm going to bed often, so. I assume you're talking to Jack, right? Because I definitely haven't played that game. Plague Mask, Vault, Bloody Talisman's gotta be Vault right this early. Expected to get like 15 or so rounds of extra money. Pretty good. You were playing Inscription. It sounds familiar, and I think it's on my Steam wish list. But no, I haven't played it. If I took a look at it, I probably remember what's about, but I don't actually remember off the top of my head what's even about, honestly. Oh, same creators, huh? I can look into Inscription more. Hasn't been on my mind. I put on my wish list like a while back, and then I view my wish list like once every couple weeks just look for sales. Yeah. What's that game about? Is it like it's like a roguelike, isn't it? Bandage, sure. See, Agent is fine, sure. Agent can be like our backup support, kinda. Like provide some temporary health for us, so it's not bad. Full time pumpkin latte, take the pumpkin latte. Rum cask is pretty good as well. I want to give it away. Interesting. Part roguelike, part deck building. I mean, just the part roguelike, part deck building is already appealing enough. Does it does it have like a decent amount of people on Twitch who watch it? Inscription? It's probably more popular than this game if I had to guess. This game definitely doesn't have too big a following on Twitch, but was a cult hit a while back. Oh, okay. So like the audience has probably died down for it a bit. There's a following on Twitch currently. Oh, okay. Nebulizer's pretty good. Halbo, half full glass. They're both good here. I think we're going Cowbell though. There's people who have notifications on for any time that game stream. That's KC in the chat with how many dudes. Me and KC just meet in like every how many dudes stream there is online. We're like two of like 3 or 4 people who just like keep going how many dudes stream for some reason. Yeah. Re-roll this is like lame. Wrist Blade, Hard Attack, Bullet Time. Wrist Blade's pretty good though. Bad Credit, Glass Cannon, Taser. Don't love any of these really. Bad Credit could go on like Agent maybe. He's a little squishy, so reducing his damage is fine. Taser on Agent, not awful. Yeah. I'm so used to not used to using Agent that kind of forgot he just like dashed around a bunch. So Taser's not too bad on him, and he's gonna be getting flung around by the Cowboy. So yeah, it's like fine, a little bit of extra damage. I'll go with it. I'll give it a shot. This is just like a for fun run anyway, just to see if we can win with action only on tier 3. The Glasses Relic plus Cowboy is crazy though. Yeah. Are you talking about the cool shades? This one? Or no? Are you talking about Glass Cannon? That would be weird. I don't see how that would synergize the cool shades because I think the Cowboy pole is not considered a dash, right? Is it? Ice Bath, Championship Belt, Focus Mitts. Don't we have a reason for crit? It is considered a dash? Does it say it in the tooltip? Oh, to dash to a side. Yeah, it bolds it with a keyword. So yeah. Somehow I didn't realize that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, that does work pretty well with the agent's cool shades. The cool shades has a chance to do a bunch of damage. So when he dashes. So Championship Belt, Ice Bath. No Championship Belt. I tend to just pick this if it's on the screen. Back to work. Just want to drop in, say hello. We'll pop in next time I see you online. Alright, thanks Jack. Thanks for popping in. And I'll catch you later. I'll try to catch one of your VODs because I don't think I'll be awake for when you're live, but yeah, I'll try to catch it later after stream. Midnight for you is a crazy start time. Yeah, it is a little late to start things up for sure. Pyro Explorer, let's go explore crazy. Alright, see ya. Moonshine, Fairy Ring. I could like grab both of these honestly. Both like solid. Moonshine I think is one of Cowboy's better relics. 30% toughness is just a 30% damage reduction. So last one pretty often. Fairy Ring's pretty good as well. We got Fairy Ring and Pumpkin Latte, my two favorite like consumable buffing rocks. So that's good. Just grab like every health potion, Strange Sports we see from here on out. Assassin, Cowboy. Go Cowboy. We lose to Moonshine, but Plague Master's pretty good. Lose Pumpkin Latte. Peg Leg's pretty important as well. So that that event, for anyone who doesn't know, you just you lend out some relics and then you get all the relics back in like a dozen rounds. So we lost 2 to get all 4 of those back later. Usually, you can usually just like snap pick it most of the times and it would be the correct decision. Need more tanks. Pirate's a tank. For anyone who doesn't know, his main role is just like aggroing, taunting, and then like having good survivability. So, wondering how this team comp's gonna fare though. Alright, we don't have the most defensive team I've ever seen. Assassins, Cowboys, Explorers. Like 2 of each. Bounce out a bit. Sure, more agents. Snake Oil. This is like, okay. Thing is, if we re-roll, we can't afford a relic, so I'll just take this, sure. One smuggler last night, it wanted me to get rid of both of the Bunga Proc Cave Dude relics when I had like 25 of them. It's funny. Was it late in the game too, so it was starting to get tough, or was it at least like early? I hope you didn't like so you could lose out on it and not just get like steamrolled. River Raft 6-shooter cuffed briefcase. Cuffed briefcase is very important in the long run. It's like some good scaling. There's some relics like this that just don't have a max amount of stacks, so you kind of just get ridiculous eventually. Just mid, but I was trying to force something stupid just for relic completion. Oh, okay. River Raft's pretty important. 6 shooters, helpful. I think we're going River Raft. Like starting with full canteen is great, and he refills heals every 100 feet, and he should be moving decently often with the cowboy. I think. Right, cowboy's just gonna lasso him around. So, aside from Dr. Bunga's, yeah. It is the most broken thing in this game right now. Is just putting Mega License on the cave dude. Evasion attack speed, crit, run speed. Probably just go like evasion attack speed on the assassin. He kind of wants both of these stats. Right, where is it? I think we have the wrist blade. Yeah, so when he evades, he has 50% chance to apply his toxin, which is like his main thing. So you want evasion on him, and the attack speed. Attack speed's basically good on anybody, but yeah, I like both those stats on him. Leaf Cowboy Assassin is actually crazy. Yeah, I can see it. I think I'm starting to be sold into how good Cleave is. I think I do pass it up a lot, the Cleave food. And like Cleave relic sometimes as well, but I'm starting to see its strength because Cleave's being direct damage is just amazing. Because it right, it procs like all the direct damage abilities, so he was an assassin, but that's it. Okay. Agent or assassin? Let's go agent. Agent's doing like a lot of damage and lost support. Half full glass. This is a pretty key rock to get by the end of the run, I think. Just provides a lot of healing. Take a dude juice shirt. I feel like this might be like the last like family specific tier 3 run I could do. Because the last two are gonna be fantasy and what was the other one? Warriors. And both those have just completely terrible healers. The medic and the cleric. Although I think KC on your tier list you actually rated Explorer worse than cleric, I believe. Just interesting. I don't think Explorer's great, but I think Cleric is pretty terrible. Let's see. Cougars, Ferrohawks, Candy Gooses. I got a decent amount of tasers going off. Could check how much damage it's doing, I guess. Let's see. It's doing like 20% of his damage. It's like, okay. It's like Explorer in concept. Yeah, not gonna argue with that one. It is just weird how he heals when people are really low. I think it's like 30% is the threshold. Like, you don't really want your people getting that low HP, but I mean, strangely in this game, you actually don't hate when they go low HP though, because of stuff like this half full glass, right? Half full glass will activate, force field will activate. It's just situations like this. Like you just saw for a second, everyone was low and he was running out of heals, and then he runs out of heals for like a half a second. Sometimes you can just have like 5 people die. Kind of makes this like a little scary. Like I know he does decent numbers, but also since his heals are time-based, not by attack, it just stinks. I assume you mean? I looked like you press enter like halfway through a message. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it is a little weird, like, it isn't based upon, like, direct damage or anything, his, heal refreshing, so you kind of just get overwhelmed. Socialism, diss track, Riz. Go like Riz on Explorer, Riz on Cowboy. Socialism on like Pirate would be okay. We just go Riz on the Cowboy. Put in between like Explorer and Assassin. Doesn't please the brain. Yeah. I think this is fine, this lineup. Yeah. To me, Explorer is like the third worst healer in the game. I think most people would agree Medic is the worst, and I think its second worst is Cleric. But this guy really isn't great. Plus, there's also just like a couple key relics you kind of need on Explorer, or you just kind of just get owned. Like this bandage, basically just doubles his healing. Pretty important. Our damage is kind of underwhelming right now. No one even in triple digits DPS. Still pretty early though. Agent, Explorer, we just need more healers I think at this point. Hair the Dog. This is like fine. We'll take it and reroll, I think. Hopefully find some better than that Cosmic Geode. Smelling Salts, Ancient Sword. Ancient Sword's not bad. Just get some random Skeledudes. Main reason to get these guys is for anything like that benefits from your dudes dying. Okay, just killed about 260 bees there. Yeah. Still went dangerously low, but lose the rum cask, get barrel oranges, sure. Use the river raft, get earpiece, sure. Let's go more explorers, sure. I probably should have changed the title, but for anyone tuning in since the beginning of this run, I'm just doing a challenge run with like a action only family on tier 3, so not very good at changing the title. I like change up what I'm doing, but yeah, I would agree that there's something just unsatisfying about the fact that Explorer never like tops off the team either. Like all the other healers, if as the fight starts to end or if it's just an easy fight, everyone's going to max HP. Everyone's just gonna go low with Explorer on team. It's kind of weird. go with relics we really need at this point. Cool Shades would be amazing. Disguise would be pretty good. Still don't have Bandolier or 6-shooter, so if we get those, our Cowboy would do a bunch of damage. This is pretty important, 15% extra healing received. The rest of this stuff is like not too important, I think. See, more Cowboys, sure. Nuclear Codes, Living Will. Nah. Cool Shades, that's pretty good. It's a bunch of damage. Scorpion Stinger, same reasoning, just a bunch of damage. Maybe the next couple streams I'll check out Battlemon Showdown and Inscription. I know Battlemon Showdown is it's in a demo right now, right? So it's free to play. I'll check out Inscription after stream, see if it's something that really piques my interest. But I might play those in the next couple streams and then maybe come back to this game. Not really sure. Like, I committed to a 50 game sample, but yeah, this game is starting to wear thin on me. Let's see, Assassin, sure. Spurs are pretty good though. More pocket dice. Doesn't hurt. Their damage is actually not that bad. Pirate, Cowboy. We need more tanks, I think. Okay, Bandolier, though. We just picked up 6-shooter previously, I think. I don't remember. Bandolier is pretty important for the AoE damage of our Cowboy, though. Medical license, baseball bat, bad credit. Go like medical license on our assassin. He's doing like decent damage. Turn him into like off healer. We do definitely need more healing. Bad credit would be like fine on pirate or explorer, but I don't think assassin's like the best medical license target, but I don't think it wouldn't be the worst either. Like, let's see, he does... Actually, his DPS is pretty low, but... Yeah. We are missing some relics on him, so it makes sense. Inscription is certainly a ride to be spoiler-free as possible. If you like it, delete your save after, so everything on stream. It may matter. Okay. Well, if I played, I'll probably play it for the first time on stream. Don't know why sometimes I play, like, games off stream before I first experienced them, but that one I probably play on stream just because of that little teaser. Ice Bath, Focus Mitts. We don't really need crit. Just go with Ice Bath. Agent. Let's go Assassin. Like with the medical license, it's pretty important to stack up a bunch of here, I think. Now with all these like teasers about Inscription having like something unexpected, I was gonna like check out a stream or like a YouTube video of it just to see if it's something I'm interested in, but maybe I'll just if it interests me, maybe I'll just buy and play on the stream first. Plot armor, sure. Yeah, AoE damage is actually pretty good between like the agent and the cowboy. Who's Bandolier? That's fine. Who's Captain? That's also fine. It's weird to find people actually blind to it. Like, I'm trying to think of one that everyone knows. Final Fantasy VII, maybe? I actually don't know much about Final Fantasy VII. Everyone kind of knows the big gas mode of Final Fantasy VII. Am I just like living in a cave? Because I don't think, unless like it's something I'm not thinking of. I would not mind being spoiled on Final Fantasy VII. I don't think it's a game I plan on playing, so maybe it's something I do know and I'm just not thinking of. I played Final Fantasy X. Was the first Final Fantasy I played when I was young, and I haven't really played it since. Any of those? You do live in a cave. Yeah. 40,000. That's fine. More cowboy dudes, sure. We want to get to at least 20 for their trinket. Ticking clock, bite sig, nuclear codes. All three are kind of meh. Bonfire arsenal. We'll go bonfire. I mean, we're action only, so it's 20% HP for everyone. It's not bad. Pretzel, non-chili dog. No one really needs crit on this team. Max HP isn't even that important for even for the pirate, I think. He probably wants evasion more. Could definitely grab the non here. Like, don't know who Cleave would make the most sense for. This guy does his dash when he does direct damage, so Cleave could be pretty good for him. Cowboy just does it randomly, his lassoing. I don't think direct damage is too important for him. I think we just throw the non on the agent. Like more random dashing. The assassin already has baguette. But yeah, assassin could be probably the best target, but can't really do that, so we just go non on the agent, should be fine. Yeah, I don't know if baguette is better than non on assassin. I just thought it'd be pretty good. Right, because you got the wrist blade with them. Honey badgers, sure. Honey badgers could be a little scary. Yeah, we're fine. See. Who's doing the most DPS? Assassin, agent are doing pretty well. So just keep spamming assassins. They're like one of our better damage healers and like our best healer, so. And they're also debuffing the enemy as well. Let's compare Saddlehorn. Saddlehorn is fine. Lassoing an enemy is pretty helpful, and then the debuffing their attack power, making him take more damage. Pretty nice. Yeah, we want to get to 20 cowboys as soon as possible and then probably stop on them for a while. I think our least important dudes are like cowboys and pirates probably. Okay, tinderbox, max stacks, frog bottles, not too bad. Bunch of like AoE of his toxin, it's nice. Dang, agent just blew everyone away. And DPS. See, Poor Bear Alpha Wolves. Poor Bear's definitely scary. Could lose a dude or two here, I think. Alright. These were a little tankier than I thought. Don't really need any of this. We're pretty broke as well, so. I think this is one of the easier boss battles too. I rarely ever lose a guy against this boss battle. The Lions and Lionesses. Fountain of Youth, Cosmic Geode, Nuclear Codes. Fountain of Youth, I don't love a lot of these relics that where you like revive on like a 10-second cooldown. It seems like a weird game plan to plan on dying and reviving. Because if you're dying enough, it's not going to save you. Right, so. The Lion's going to one-shot you. Yeah. I don't know, it just feels a little, like, underwhelming. I think they could, like, add a line or two, or, like, add several more Lionesses to that fight. This combo with Witch, though. Oh, the Fountain of Youth and that sort of stuff? Yeah, yeah. Witch does make that kind of stuff go nuts. I think we just go Nuclear Codes or reroll here. Nuclear Codes I think is, like, good enough not to reroll. Team Jersey, Fedora, Ghillie Suit. Go like Team Jersey on Explorer for some pretty big canteen heals. Go like Ghillie Suit on Explorer. Each dude buffing all Explorer dudes by 10% scales quick. Yeah, I could see that. Explorer dudes would have like massive heals at that point. They probably would actually overheal on occasion at that point. Like after the fight's long enough, right? I think it's just Team Jersey on the Explorers though. They should often be 2 to 4 stacks of this with them Explorers. And then Tech Part does affect their Tech Part does affect their heals, I wasn't mistaken. So let's do Team Jersey on the Explorers. Explorers are basically our backup healers at this point. Weirdly, with the medical license, Assassins are like our main healers. Yeah, like, they did 36 heals per second, Assassin did 67. But, it's still pretty good to have, that trinket on them, I think. Rhino and Kangaroos. Rhino's kinda scary. Okay, we actually killed him pretty quick. More agents, more pirates. We're kinda lacking pirates, honestly. Could probably use a few more of them. In case anybody is into this game, I think if I do all the family-specific tier 3 runs, I would probably try like the hardest achievements, like the ones that have specific lineups that are pretty tough. Like if you look at the achievements, they get Big Pumpers and Support Squad, Retaliation. Those were pretty rough on tier 1, so they might actually be impossible on tier 3, but it would be fun to try. Bullet time, universal. Let's go bullet time, sure. Yeah, like each of those 3 achievements took me like several attempts on tier 1. I was worse at the game at that point, but they were pretty rough achievements, so. Ice Bath is losable, sure. This cuff briefcase is not that important for now. This is pretty good. 91 Cougars, huh? I would not mind if they made Cougars a little more threatening. Like, That is a creature I would not want to run across in real life, and for some reason they're just like pushovers in this game, so. My dashboard seems to keep glitching. Am I still streaming? Because, it says I'm offline, but it's also showing the stream pop up on the screen, so that's a little confusing. Yeah, that was weird. Like the viewers and followers, it just keeps like randomly going back between 0 and the actual number. I think something's messing up. The Universal Healthcare, Living Will. I think like Arsenal. Fountain of Youth. The boost is pretty good though. Cowboy, Agent, let's go Agent, sure. Yeah, I can't type in the chat right now. I don't know what's happening. Don't know if anybody's chatting and I can't see it, but yeah, something's weird about Twitch right now. Force feels pretty good. Or Assassins, sure. We probably want to get Assassins to be the most common so they can grab the championship belt, right? So. Actually, we should swap them so they are also getting the captain's hat as well. Yeah, kind of autopilot in this run. Swap that. Assassin we want with double attack power buff and the crit and evasion buff, so. Motivational poster, splitting headache. Don't need either of these too bad. Black Sheep's pretty good though.
Cha-ching.
For sure. Pick on hyenas. More assassins, sure. Rage Bait, Ticking Clock, they're like good enough, I think. Fountain of Youth, I'll take at this point. Death Rattle is like fine. Arsenal's okay. Don't really need those. Disguise is pretty great though. Hardtack, good enough, I think. Brass Knuckles, pretty good. I think we'll just move on. Wait for next shop. Loyalty card, Ancient Idol, Beam Burrito. For the Moby strip, it's good. It's a little late for it, but it's still fine. Neck brace, scrubs, weighted vest. Let's go like neck brace on our pirate. Sorry, I'm still trying to figure out what's going on with my stream. I can't see chat. So sorry if anybody's chatting, I can't respond, but it's like glitching out like crazy. It just keeps showing zeros in all the numbers. And then, like I can't, like chat's not popping up for me. I've refreshed like several times, it's just not working. Could like end stream and restart it, but this is gonna be the last run anyway. Probably ending in like 5-10 minutes. Amazon, they're super reliable service. Oh, I actually got that message, even though everything's still popping up as 0. I did see that message actually, but for some reason, like the live session is at 0 across the board. Viewers and followers at 0. But yeah, being weird. I don't know if it's their issue. Maybe it's just like my computer stinks. I don't know, or like my internet being lame. I'm not sure. Weird, I've kind of never had stream issues before. Like I've randomly disconnected, but that's about it. See. More agents, sure. Agents are kind of... Agents and assassins are just carrying this run, pretty much. Splitting Headache, Ancient Idol... Beam Burrito, I think Beam Burrito's like good enough with some skill dudes. I'm not really sure. Smelling Salt's like cool. Randomly revive some people, sure. The Goat. Just lightning these guys and then should be fine from here, I think. Throw a Strange Spore in there, but yeah, it should be dead in a couple seconds. We lost one assassin, no big deal. Is it back to normal now? I can see the chat, the previous messages and everything. Crit chance, deflection, attack speed, toughness. Attack speed, toughness, it's not really great in any of these three. Deflection isn't great in any of them either. Look at attack speed, toughness on like Explorer. Make him a little tougher and increase his heals because his heals is based upon his DPS. Seems fine. Really wish we got like an evasion or like a max HP food there for a pirate, but whatever. Let's see. Pirate, sure. My message failed to send. That one sent at least. Yeah, I don't know whose problem it's on. My end or Twitch's end. Yeah, it's being iffy, huh? Like I saw your message on Discord. It's like sending some messages but not others. Kind of weird. Well, I'll be glass half full kind of guy. At least it's only happened at like the end of the stream. There's not much this stream left to do, so would have been lame if it like happened early on and I couldn't find a fix for it. Let's restock. Eating burrito, nah. Living will, universal healthcare. Like a lame relic, but it's like good enough at the end game here. I'll pick it, sure. Oh, I'm not even paying attention to the fight. Let's throw these guys around. Nice nuke. Take out a few of the segments. Weaken all the others. Sure. I feel like Taser just goes absolutely nuts in this fight. He's just like chasing the Kelpie, and it's just spamming. Okay, it looks like we're fine in this fight. Still focus on it. Second here. Oh, we lost a cowboy and assassin. Probably didn't use Death Strange for, but I don't want to randomly get snowballed at the end here. Okay, this stream is really messing up on Twitch. Now it's showing I'm live, but it's also not showing the live like feed of the stream on my you know, where it's just see the stream being stream playback. Yeah, Taser couldn't work there for sure. I think, yeah, Taser just goes nuts in Killipede. Like, the fact that he spins around at that high speed, just, like, it's like his biggest counter, I feel like. Also, Agent's kind of going nuts on DPS, considering he's not, he's kind of like support, really. At least that's like his main ability. Crit chance, go some cleaves here. Cool Shade lets him go nuts if he gets the support instead of giving. Yeah, like assuming if you get like Alien dashing around, if you get Cowboy dashing around, Alien's more reliable. I'm sure Cowboy's last one on occasion, right? You have to use a few consumables here. Actually, it's a little tougher than I thought it'd be. Now the enemies are really dying right now. The heck? Start killing them, please. Actually, those guys can't be stunned. The Wolinas. We're dead, huh? Wow. That was surprising. We kind of obliterated the Kelpie, and then lost to this random round. This round usually gives me like no issues. It's kind of weird. Like, what was the weak point in this team that this gave us issues? Oh, I kind of forgot about their Marrow Eater. So it's some, they just randomly started killing a few dudes, and I guess they were just scaling like crazy. Counters temporary health as well. We do have some temporary health. I knew about this, the pack mentality, so they spread damage, so they're kind of hard to take down one at a time. Yeah, none of them can be thrown or stunned, so that lightning was definitely dumb of me to throw out. So round like 113 on our first action only tier 3. It's not a bad attempt. I mean, we would have won on tier 1 at least. GG's, have fun. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for chatting, Casey. Gonna end stream there. Probably could do another run, but with Twitch messing up as well, it's just being annoying. And gotta start cooking dinner anyway soon, so. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'll see if there's somebody to raid. See if there's somebody streaming this game. Wow, Twitch is messing up for that too. Nobody's showing up in the raid channel list. Great, so I'm just gonna end stream then. Lame. Yeah. See you guys later. Might be back with the evening stream in like 2-3 hours, but no promises. Bye everyone.